Hello, what's up, guys? I'm here. I had to come up with this video because there's currently a lot of stuff happening in the cryptocurrency space. We have DeFi going bananas. We're seeing several copycats come up with funny projects. We had YFI come up with this yield farming idea, and before we could know it, we now have YFL, YFV, YFFI, YFII. We now have what's it called, YFIE, which I believe is a scam, YFIS, and several other YFIB, and several other scam tokens entering into the ecosystem as well. So the crypto markets are a bit down today. There's a special section for DeFi currently on CoinGecko, so you can actually go check that out, and you can see the DeFi market cap is around 17 billion currently, with over 5.9 billion in trade volume. Chainlink leading that. Leave Chainlink aside. Talking of yield farming platforms, we have here YFI with a market cap of around $832 million, and several other projects in this space. Several other projects. We have YFII here. You can see here the 24-hour volume is around 1 billion, over 1 billion. You can see crazy things going on here, and you can see the 7-day growth, 652%, guys. This is actually making people a lot of money. We can see YFI here, 7-day growth. We have here 100%. It's because we're having this brief correction around the entire market. That's why you're actually seeing their dailies and their hourlies on the red. Actually, if not, these things are going completely crazy. We have Curve here. The past 7 days has made people more than 35%. Okay, and those percentages there is actually about the normal growth of the token. I'm just showing you the growth of these particular tokens, and this wave of YF whatsoever coming in, and several other scams entering the ecosystem also. So let's just go to DeFi polls. Let's head over to DeFi polls. Let me show you something. DeFi polls. Okay, so you understand. I actually think this is a bubble. It's going to bust very soon, and I'm actually not participating for some reasons anyway. I bought some, so I'm actually investing into some DeFi tokens, some responsible tokens, I believe, that are into lending and staking, and some of that stuff has nothing to do with yield farming and all of this funny unsustainable stuff currently going on. I don't actually get what's going on. I think this is completely unsustainable. Even the CEO of Ethereum, Vitalik, had to complain about this. He came out and said this is completely unsustainable for projects to be promising or to be giving out fees on 100% every single year as returns, and think this is completely sustainable. It's insane. We have currently more than 9.3 billion locked in DeFi. You can see this crazy growth. Like, this was June 6th. We had just 1 billion in DeFi, and in these few weeks, look at where we found ourselves, guys. Let's go to the last 30 days. Let's check out the last 30 days. The last 30 days, 1 month ago, we had 4 billion locked in DeFi, and today look at where we are, more than 9 billion. So it's growing in insane amounts. Okay, we have here you can see here we have here lending, dexes, derivatives, payments, assets, and several other stuff going on. Uniswap locked, we have more than 1.6 billion there. We have Maker, we have Aave. This is it. We have Core Finance with more than 1 billion locked in. We have Yen Finance and several other platforms, and you can see crazy amounts. Let me see if I can switch this to desktop version. Crazy amounts locked in on platforms like this. Okay, so let's take a look at Core Finance and see. Okay, so you can take a look at Core Finance. See more than 1 billion locked in, and several other stuff. Supply locked 2.5 Ethereum USDT, and total locked value going up, and several other stuff. Blah 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 blah. Core Finance. Okay, you can just go check this out yourself. So we basically had Vitalik Buterin, the CEO of Ethereum, the co-founder of Ethereum, actually had to come out and complain. He said DeFi yield farmers go more than the central banks anyway. They just print money that only God knows where they get that from. Okay, so actually, some DeFi yield farming protocols are even promising up to 2,000% per year. You can see that right here, up to 2,000% per year. That's to tell you this thing is completely unsustainable, which cannot survive. Biteric said, seriously, the sheer volume of coins that needs to be printed non-stop to pay liquidity providers in these 50 to 100% per year yield farming regimes make major national central banks look like they are all run by Ron Paul. He tweeted today with reference to the former libertarian-minded Republican congressman who famously called to the end of the Federal Reserve during his run for president. So he has actually been complaining about what these protocols are promising. Okay, I've seen 900%, 90%, 80%, 50%, which is completely unsustainable, meaning they have to keep just printing more of the useless tokens. This is what the CEO of Yen Finance, YFI, had to say about this when he was asked about DeFi. This is what he said. Just listen to this.
What is kind of driving this massive growth in the amount of value flowing into DeFi and just the growth of the DeFi space in general? Starting from Andre.
Sweet. I think the answer is pretty simple: greed. I mean, the reason there's such a massive influx of money right now is because people are making money in insane amounts. And the reason they're making money in insane amounts is because we came up with a whole new Ponzi, which is governance tokens, which is this wonderful way where we give away free worthless tokens that for some reason people buy. And then the next wave comes in that buys that, so that the first wave can sell it into the one that just bought. And we just keep repeating the cycle while it's accruing more and more and more value. And this is making people paper wealthy by insane amounts. And I might have strong opinions on this thing that we can unpack, but it's not the sustainable part of DeFi. So if we do look past that for a little bit and we look underneath it, we'll see the protocols that are accruing value. And this is things like the synthetics ecosystem, like the Aave ecosystem, like Compound.
Okay, let's end it there. You just said it. I told you I will stick to protocols like Aave, Aave and synthetics that actually, on Aave you can actually lend your tokens out. You're earning a fraction of that, a very little amount. Let's say what you're earning on Aave depends on. Sorry about that. Actually, let me light up this brightness. Okay, on Aave, if you go to the lending section, you can actually lend on Aave and earn a very small APY on your investment, probably somewhere around 5-10%, depending on the currency you're staking. Those are sustainable platforms. Like Aave has been in the game for a very long time. Aave was one of those projects that actually came up with the entire DeFi idea. So once I see this new shiny, flashy YF whatsoever, YF this, YF that, today we have too many YFs. I don't know. CoinGecko. We have too many YFs currently. Everything is coming out to just create something just because they believe people are going to buy it. So let's just come here, search. Let me just say YF. Okay, and let's take this back a bit. Okay, which I can take this down. Okay, so here you go, YFI, which obviously started the entire movement, but now we have YFII, which is YFI2, now rebranded to DFI.money. We have YFV, YF value. We have YFL. We have here YFFI. We have YFT. Can you imagine this? And these not all. I saw. Okay, let me just put this YFE. Let me put the YFI and see what pops up. Okay, thank you. We got that. We have here YFIS, Y5, YFIVE, whatever it's called, YFIE, and so many of these things. Like, it's just too much, guys. Several unsustainable platforms coming up claiming to be DeFi, and people are stoning their hard-earned money into this new odd trend. Of course, it's good to get in on new odd trends. It's wonderful, but I've just told my team, please buy what's important to you, buy what's useful in the cryptocurrency space. Okay, buy some Cosmos tokens, buy some Ethereum, buy some Polkadot, buy some Bitcoin. Leave all the flashiness. If you want to put your crypto to work, get into legit sustainable lending protocols and not some Ponzi schemes. We've seen several projects just come out with all the boom and then they crashed back down to almost zero or something. We had Yam come and pull off some funny stuff. We've seen this shrimp finance or potato finance. There were these funny names, crab finance, and several stuff that came up and practically went to zero. Let me show you that. I think there is crab finance. If only probably they've taken that out of. Okay, they've taken that out. Probably nobody wants to keep that. Okay, let me look for shrimp. I think there was shrimp finance whatsoever. Okay, it's still there, shrimp whatsoever it's called. Okay, so this shrimp, it had a little bit of an uptrend again. This thing launched. Okay, you can see the last 14 days completely minus 10%. This thing launched, went to zero. Okay, launched, went to practically zero. You can see where it launched at this massive uptrend and practically went back to where it started from. Lost more than 90% of its value in a single day. This is high risk, guys. Be really careful. Don't just think because it's a governance token for some shiny platform that told you they are going to be giving you 50%, 100%, 900%, 2000% a year, so you just rush over and go dump your money there. Please be very careful with such protocols. You can stake on several crypto projects and get high returns like 10-15% annualized returns. Those are huge gains, guys. Please, I'm not saying this is a scam. It certainly doesn't feel like a scam, but this is a bubble and it's going to burst very soon. It's a clear Ponzi and it's going to burst very soon, so be very careful with your money, guys. So this YFI yield farming stuff, and that note there is from the CEO of YFI. He actually said it himself that he feels that these tokens actually have no use anyway. This is a governance token, for crying out loud. People just, the crypto space just pushes things to the extreme. That's how I feel. So be very careful with your money, guys, and I'm going to cash in the next one. Peace out.